We made some homemade ginger tea that I think Francisco put in too much ginger and it's going to be very strong. Show how much ginger is in there. Yeah, that's more than an inch.
It's not more than an inch. I just thinly sliced it.
That's more than an inch.
No.
Kobe, why are you eating this bag? Well, it's actually gonna be like super hot, so I'll actually come back to this part later.
Okay.
It does smell super gingery though.
You want a ginger tea? What's out there, buddy? What are you doing?
What's that?
What are you doing, little orange boy?
Little chonkster. You trying to roll?
This is your first sip of tea. How spicy is it?
I haven't gotten in it because I'm still too scared it's hot.
It's spicy?
It does have a ginger burn to it.
And a little bit of some lemon, some honey. Ginger is so interesting how it has
I
that.
like ginger. I think it's cool. What are you looking at?
I don't know.
Kobe, what's out there? What'd you see? There's nothing there, bud.
Doesn't even see nothing. He's just making it up.
Francisco hung his apron here, and they were attacking the strings a second ago. Oh, here's my tea. I added a little bit of lemon to it. It still has that ginger burn, but it's fine. I would make it again. For this year's 7 Continents Day, we are going to make some Merveilleux, which we made a few years ago. There's no rules against making it again, especially if it's something we really like, and this is like my favorite French food that we had. Okay, now I'm going to beat the egg whites and salt until it forms a firm peak, and then I'll add in the sugar.
You ready to test and see if this is good?
That legit took like 20 minutes. I didn't know stiff peaks took this long. What would you do if it didn't work?
Cry and run away. We need to pipe it now.
We need to put it in a piping bag.
I've had the oven preheating to try and get the temperature stable.
You don't have a thing in your
I don't think I have any. I think I got rid of them.
Why?
I never piped with them.
Well, it's just recording us, not the food.
Aren't we the interesting part?
No.
So here's our meringue mixture going in the piping bag.
Form rows of 1.5-inch circles of meringues onto lined baking sheets, leaving a 1-inch space between them. Remember, it should make about 24 small ones to give you an idea of how big they should be. And now we bake for 1 hour. Next up, for Australia, we're gonna make some vegetarian sausage rolls. I'm not scooping them out of the sink. That's why I said it. This is where we should put them.
You are such a monster.
Love of your life.
Only occasionally.
Amor de tu vida.
See.
This is how you get fat, huh?
Yeah. No joke. Kitchen snacking is one of my worst habits. Now we're gonna try and squeeze out any liquid that we can, which is actually a whole lot.
Jeez. That is a whole lot.
That's a lot. A lot of juice is coming out of there. Okay, so I have the onions, cheese, parsley, and egg in a bowl.
Combine cheese, onions, parsley, and 1 egg in a bowl. Did you already do that?
Yes.
Season well. Did you add salt and pepper?
No.
2 tablespoons breadcrumbs. Isn't this so much fun to be cooking together?
This is ever so much fun.
We're so good.
I wonder why we don't do it more often.
We should do it more often. Do you want to make more food? We can make cookies.
You're so fucking adorable. Even though I kind of hate you a little bit right now. But I love you more.
You want me to start getting the sausage ready?
You want to dice it up? You think you'll keep all your fingers?
Yeah. I said that knife safe to use.
No, okay, stop what you're doing. Put the knife down. You're about to stab towards me. You're gonna fucking slip.
I'm not.
Look at what you were doing. No, you were turned
way.
towards me. Please stop what you're doing. Please stop what you're doing. Baby.
What?
Please stop pointing a knife at me.
300 grams of this, like, weigh this.
No, the whole package is 360, so we're just gonna use all 300, the whole packages.
No, you're gonna use 60 less.
No, I don't.
Babe, it says 300. You don't want it to be too sausagey. We want proportionally. But why are we mixing with the fork? That seems like a weird thing to mix with. Gosh, how many sausage rolls does this make? It seems like a lot. Hope we like them. These onion bits are big. I think they're too big. Finely chopped? No, this is not finely chopped.
Okay, give me that piece.
All these pieces are not fine.
Do you ever wonder why you're not allowed to cook with me?
Finely chopped onion looks like this. Oof. That all needs to come out.
Okay, pick out all the onion pieces in here.
Not right.
You better stop actually picking out onions.
You told me to. They're way too big, babe. Let's try and get the extra big ones. Ooh, like this one. Look at this. This is not a finely chopped onion.
You're gonna get fucking stabbed.
Oh my gosh, guys, look at this one.
Okay, so some of these, there were some mistakes made.
If you really stand by the size of these onions, Paul Hollywood would have a field day with you.
Stab Paul Hollywood. So we just gotta think. Do we want to do it like one big long roll, then go over? Or do you want to try and divide this in half and then do 2 smaller ones?
I would need to go Google it. I'm not good at cooking.
No more Googling. This is where you and I are just gonna figure it out. This dough, when you bake it, it'll thicken up, but it's not gonna like drastically increase in size and texture, or drastically increase in size. So we could do multiples going this way.
Yeah.
So then why don't you take some of that and scoop it in a line there. I'm gonna get an egg. So
should I keep using a fork?
you can get a spoon.
So maybe do like 2 fat ones, like this.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh. Don't cut it. You're gonna cut it more.
I think maybe more dough or less filling. Cooking is hard.
Cooking is fun.
I need to learn the basics, like how to make toast. And then I can go to advanced sausage rolls. Okay, here is the sausage roll out of the oven. Oh, that's a big chunk of onion.
Just how I like it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like it then.
It's very onion forward. Not from size of pieces, just amount of onion. But good, like it has some nice complexity. You get some of the carrot and the zucchini and the parsley and the sausage. Okay, we got the meringues out of the oven. You peeled off the first one? Yes. Is this our sample one to taste? I think so. Okay, let's taste it. Okay. Oh, you get to taste it.
We both get to taste it.
You're tasting it first though.
Way too crunchy. Like they're really sticking to your teeth.
Yeah, because the very outside is like light, but the inside is still a bit gooey. I just wonder if we should bake them for longer. So I'm going to start getting stuff ready for our llapingachos. So I'm just going to peel and then quarter these potatoes, and we're going to boil them for a while until they're really tender. So here's our quartered and boiled and drained potatoes. We're going to add a tablespoon, which should be achiote, which is a spice, but we couldn't find it anywhere. So we looked online and found a substitute, which is this, which is a mixture of like paprika, some vinegar, some garlic, some cumin, and some oregano. So this is a mix of some yeast and some sugar, and we're going to add some warm water and warm milk to it to bloom the yeast. And then we'll let that sit for about 10 minutes to let it all kind of activate. So here's our butter, sugar, salt, vanilla, and egg mixture. You can see that our yeast has begun blooming very nicely. You can kind of see how foamy it is on top. This is our egg and butter mixture. Our yeast has finished blooming, so I'm going to add this to here. I'm just going to be kneading this for a while until it's not sticking to the bowl as much. Then I'm going to roll it out, put it on the counter, and knead it some more. Man, this is a very sticky dough. So this is after coming up on about 10 minutes of kneading. Hopefully soon. It's fucking exhausting. I already worked out today. I didn't need this. The dough feels good. It it's tacky without being sticky. So here is some crumbly queso fresco with some more of that spice mixture that we made. So I'm just gonna kind of mix all this together. Now I'm gonna start forming and shaping the potato cakes. So let's see how this goes. Taking a handful of mixture, kind of trying to make a bowl in my hand. So I'm just gonna do that for a while. Just kind of trying to form a bit to go on top. And then this should be served on like a bed of like some lettuce and some avocado and tomato.
What you vlogging?
I am shaping the BeaverTails. So I'm really just rolling these out.
Do you need flour? Your rolling pin's so loud.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite rolling pin. I mean, this is the only ones I have. It's just not as good as I was hoping. The kitchen is getting a bit too crowded for everything that I'm doing right now. That's good.
Francisco's over there exclaiming about how tasty our meringues are, but now I'm going to start assembling the Merveilleux. So, I believe this is how he's instructed me to do it. I take some of this whipped cream and put a dollop on top of the meringue, and then take this other meringue and put it upside down on top of it and kind of smush it together, and then take this butter knife and just kind of fill in the gaps and smooth it out.
You want to use the flat part of the knife to smooth it out? Man, I fucking cut how much whipped cream by a whole cup. I mean, we did lose a few. There were a few lost to testing and troubleshooting. No one ever said, hey, there's too much cinnamon sugar in this tasty treat of mine.
No, I love cinnamon sugar. So we got the wine from South Africa that we got a few years ago now, our requisite glass of ice for Antarctica, and then these are the llapingachos
with red peanut butter sauce.
And just some sides for those. And then these are actually from Ecuador, so it's a little bit of a cheat, but we were supposed to have gone to Ecuador. And then Michelle brought us, what is it called?
I forgot.
A Japanese cucumber salad.
Some Japanese cucumber salad. And then for Australia, we have these sausage rolls. They're vegetarian. And then BeaverTails from Canada. And the Merveilleux from France. Look good?
Look good.
Sunamomo is what this is called. Sorrow, always a seat stealer.
Dishwasher. Soap.